Oh, big sister, I need to speak with you. It's actually really important, so listen up. I'm really sorry about this, but can you please go and get a divorce from Todd? He actually just proposed to me. What are you talking about, Leah? Are you serious? Todd proposed to you? Whatever for? What? Don't you believe me? I know you're in denial right now, but it's true. It's because Todd doesn't love you anymore. He can't stand to look at you. He's in quite a rush to get married to me. We want to have cute babies and raise them together. So we hope a nuisance will disappear once you divorce Todd. Now, just hang on a minute, Leah. You're kidding me, right? You both aren't actually going to do this to me, are you? Did you really get a proposal from my husband? Have you both been having an affair behind my back? Well, yeah, that's most of the reason behind his proposal. We've been dating each other. What's the problem with that? I was just trying to comfort him because he married such a trashy woman. I can't help that Todd fell in love with me because of that. You're telling me I'm a trashy woman? How could you say that to your own sister? Didn't Todd tell you that he wanted to have children? Because of you being infertile, he's not going to be able to have them, is he? I feel so sorry for Todd as he married such a useless woman who says nothing but trash all day. I am much younger than you, and I'll be able to get pregnant really easily. Are you for real? You think that you can just treat me like this? How could you? Oh, look at my sister. You've always been so resourceful and intelligent. I really hated you for it. Even our parents told me that you're their favorite and that they're so proud of you. But I didn't realize how defective you are when it comes to carrying children. So I'm just going to take your husband. It's over, Polly. Your plans for the future have completely failed. Why are you even doing this to me? Did I do something to you that I haven't been told about? I've already explained it to you, Polly. I just hate everything about you. I just don't like you because you've always been the honor student and the show-off. So you just wanted to take my life away from me by having an affair with Todd, my husband? Well, yeah, of course. Now, you need to get a move on and file for a divorce from Todd so we can get married. I intend to make Todd the happiest man on the planet, so get on with it. You can be miserable and alone forever while I give him children. What the heck is going on with you and my sister, Todd? Did you seriously just propose to her? Is this for real?
Oh, wow. You contacted me before even I could. It saves me from telling you what's been going on, so thanks for that. Since we're still married and I want to marry someone else, you need to sign the divorce papers today.
I can't believe this is happening right now. How could you betray me like this, Todd?
It's been 3 years since we got married, Polly. But you've not given me any children during that time, and my parents got mad at me because of it. You're a useless woman that I no longer need in my life. I want to show my parents the faces of their cute grandchildren as soon as possible.
So you decided to just stab me in the back and have an affair with my sister, Leah?
Hey, she was the one that was supporting me through all the suffering that I was going through with you. She comforted me as you weren't having any luck getting pregnant. Besides, she'll be able to give me children because she's way younger than you. I'm sure she'll be able to have a child real soon. My parents will also be happy that my new wife's younger than the old one, so we've got a better chance to have kids.
You said that you were happy with me. Have you told your parents that you've gotten married again to Leah?
Of course I told them. They're my parents after all. They're very happy to hear the news of Leah and I. They'll be able to meet their grandchildren soon enough.
They surely weren't initially happy to hear about what you've done. That can't be right. I wanted to be the one to see the cute faces of our children before anyone else. You call me useless even though you didn't cooperate with me when it came to the fertility treatment. And then in the end, you just decided to cheat on me instead? Why?
Polly, you're infertile, so how am I supposed to have children with you? Treatment's only for women. How can a man help out in a fertility treatment?
There's loads of tests that the men can do to make sure that everything is okay and that you're healthy. We can't decide on a treatment plan unless we first find out the cause of the infertility.
Do you seriously think there's a reason to why I can't have children? My parents were in their teens when I was born. They had 5 more children. It's in my parents' blood that they can make a lot of children. So of course I'll have no problems as well.
It's not that I doubt you, Todd. However, it seems that even if a couple's both healthy, you can still become infertile due to stress or another physical condition. First of all, it's important to undergo a thorough examination at the hospital to make sure everything's working as it should.
Oh, shut up, Polly. I've already made the decision to get a divorce from you. Nothing you say is going to change anything. You need to sign the divorce papers so I can move on. You use this to me, so you need to leave.
Okay, I get it. I guess there's no point in saying anything more to you. I'll divorce and move out as you wish, Todd. You can go ahead and have cute children, and I'll leave you alone. I hope you get what you've wished for. Why, hello there, big sister. It's been a while since we last spoke. I was wondering if you're doing all right. Is that the case? Are you still miserable that your younger and more attractive sister stole your husband away? Are you still having regrets about Todd? Hello, Leah. I don't have any regrets on letting Todd go to be with you. I'm actually doing really well. I feel so good. And you? Oh, really now? You're being so strong. You know you don't have to be in front of me. I'm actually messaging you because I've got an announcement to make to my big sister. I gave birth to Todd's baby. Oh, have you? You were actually pregnant? Yes, I immediately got pregnant with his child after we got married. It's quite important to be young in order to get pregnant. Oh, is that really so, Leah? I'm so sorry for only telling you about it now. I just didn't want to rub it in your face too much. Actually, I wanted to contact you as soon as I found out I was pregnant, but the morning sickness was more painful than I imagined, so I didn't bother. I was just so busy preparing for the birth that I didn't have the time or energy to contact you at all. As a big sister, you understand, right? I'm so sorry. I didn't think someone who can't get pregnant would understand what I went through anyways. Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? But you know how cute a newborn baby can be, right? Soft, warm, and super cute. I think you should come over and meet our new baby. Are you kidding me? You want me to go over there and meet your child? Well, of course, it's fine. You're its auntie, after all. Come and say hello to your adorable little niece. So you gave birth to a little girl, then? I suppose Todd's really happy now. He always said that he wanted a little girl. Yeah, he's overjoyed with the news of our daughter's birth. When she was born, he was so overwhelmed with joy and emotion that he cried. His parents and siblings are as well. Aren't you happy for us too? Yeah, it's amazing news that everyone's really happy for your bundle of joy. Besides, he's going to be so involved with taking care of the child. He said she's my daughter and the cutest baby in the world. He felt so happy. She's got the most adorable face, but I'm sure she won't show you as you're an infertile woman. He'll be able to show his true feelings in front of his child and how much he wanted one. Well, you both sound really happy with each other. I'm glad that I was able to get a divorce from him then. If he and I were to continue our married life, we'd both be unhappy. I can't forgive you for your betrayal, but maybe this was the best thing to happen. Of course it was, Polly. I was finally able to do something that my older sister couldn't do. I'm different from you in the sense that I can get pregnant quickly and give birth to healthy children, and you're a defect. No matter how smart and resourceful you are, you're a useless woman who's defective and can't get pregnant. It's finally been proven that I'm officially better than my sister after all. Excuse me? Just because you're able to get pregnant, it makes you better than me? It's been a dream of mine that the day would come when I would finally beat my sister at something. Just hold up a second, Leah. Don't you dare judge me as being incapable of bearing children. Just because I wasn't able to get pregnant with Todd, it doesn't mean that I'm completely infertile. And what's that supposed to mean? In the 3 years you were with Todd, you didn't give him any children, so what are you even saying? You were married for that long and never got pregnant, so doesn't that mean you're incapable of carrying children? There's no other explanation. But I still wonder if that's really the case, though. Don't be so stubborn and just admit that you're defective. Just admit defeat and bring my daughter a baby gift, all right? As the aunt, it's the least you could do for your niece. Come over and see the baby. Okay, sure. I'll bring my son and my husband as well. I'm not interested in winning or losing, but I don't need to celebrate. It's complicated, but my newborn's probably just as cute as my little niece. I guess we'll come over right away tomorrow? Have you been discharged from the hospital already, and have you gone home with Todd? No, wait, just hold on a second. We need to rewind here. What the heck are you talking about right now? What do you mean your husband and son will come over with you? Are you saying that you've remarried? Actually, yes. Right after Todd and I got divorced, I happened to meet someone who's really lovely and sweet to me. There was not really any need to tell you about it, so I didn't say a word about him. What's that supposed to mean? Okay, very funny. That's hilarious, Polly. You got me. Aren't you the big sister who's infertile and divorced? Do you really think there's someone out there that would marry such a useless woman? Why are you being like this? Who's useless, Leah? I don't think it's me. Could it be that his son's actually your stepchild? That he was already born? You adopted someone else's child because you couldn't carry one yourself. It's tough being defective, I know. I can't believe you're raising a child that's not even related to you. Would you stop talking to me like this when you don't know my whole situation? My husband and I have a son together. He's my child and I gave birth to him. He was born last month, so of course he's related to me by blood. Don't be so ridiculous. Wait, what? I'm confused. You actually did give birth to a baby? Oh my god, I am so embarrassed by this conversation. Of course I did. I'm in a loving and caring marriage, so having a child was easy. We started dating each other and we basically had a child right away. He said thank you for giving me a child to love and care for. He then proposed to me and said I'm ready for this responsibility and to make a family with me. We'd only been dating for about a month and then he proposed. It was a very speedy change in our relationship, but it felt right. That's insane and can't be true. But your body wouldn't allow you to carry children. How is it possible? There is absolutely no way that you just get pregnant after only dating a guy for a month. It takes more work than that. It's no lie, Leah. And if you think it is, I can't help that you think that. I'll admit the stress of the divorce was huge, and I was thinking it wasn't going to be possible. It's said that stress is the biggest contributor to not getting pregnant. I was under a lot of pressure from Todd and his parents to produce a child and grandchild for them. Every day I'd have severe stomach aches, and when my period came, it was heavy and had a toll on me mentally. Those sorts of conditions were affecting me getting pregnant. This is crazy. I don't believe this. I thought I was able to defeat my sister in being able to reproduce. How on earth were you able to give birth to a child? Anyways, your child and my child will be cousins. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Leah.
Are you telling people lies again, Polly? You didn't seriously just give birth, did you? The child you brought over today was just an extra, right? You're paying a family for a baby to act? Your husband and child must have been employed somewhere to do this.
Where the heck could I borrow a 1-month-old baby actor from, Todd? Are you kidding me? My husband and child are real. I divorced you and started a new life with them.
So that means you got pregnant immediately after you got a divorce then. Doesn't that seem like it's my fault? You're making it seem like it's my fault that you couldn't get pregnant.
What are you saying, Todd? We just weren't compatible for each other. Things like this can happen if you change partners.
I refuse to believe that. Just wait a minute, let me think. There was a similar development in a drama I watched recently. After kicking out his infertile wife, she unexpectedly got pregnant with another man's child. The reason for her infertility was to do with her previous husband.
But weren't you able to have a child with my sister, Leah?
The drama is still going on, though. The children of the infertile husband and his second wife aren't actually related by blood. It turns out that it was his second wife that was sleeping with another man and making it that the child belongs to the infertile husband.
But that can't actually happen, right? Besides, it would be so bad of Leah to have done that to you, knowing that you might not be able to give her children. It was your wish to have a child, but I was able to give birth to a baby.
Well, that may be true, but I don't know what's going on.
Isn't it okay that we're both happy now since we both have children? Look, I've got a new partner and a cute little one to look after. Let's each of us create a safe and loving home for ours, okay? I gotta go. Take care. What the heck do you think you're playing at, Polly? What did you say to Todd? My family's on the verge of collapsing because of you. This is all your fault. What are you talking about, Leah? Todd just suddenly asked for a DNA test on our child. He wants to find out if his daughter's really his child. I can't believe you'd say such vicious comments to him. I feel like you're the one that injected him with false information and now he's skeptical. I didn't say anything of the sort, little sister. You're just spitting powerful delusions into his head. He started to feel anxious about his family because he was watching a drama that was unfolding just like his real-life situation. But our life's nothing like the crap he watches on TV. Even though I just gave birth and I had to deal with a lot of pain, I can't believe I'm being treated so suspiciously. I understand why you're angry about this, but you need to help him understand. If you would just give him the chance to prove it, then it would be things he just made up in his mind. Then he'll be able to calm down about the whole thing. If he wants me to prove it, that means I've got a huge problem on my hands. What would you do if you found out a child wasn't yours and it was some other guy's? Oh my God, this isn't good. What do I do, Polly? What should I do? I never thought that he'd say something like that to me. Maybe he suspected me before now? No, but that can't be true because I was able to hide it all from him. It was going to be the perfect plan. That's a bit of an intense reaction, Leah. Are you saying that your baby isn't Todd's? Well, I'm not 100% sure on that. The child looks a little bit like him, so maybe they're related. It might really just be his child, to be honest. A little bit like him? You don't sound certain at all. Are you saying that another of his relatives could be the dad? I'm not really sure. That can't be right, can it? Actually, it could be Todd's father's child. Are you kidding me? Are you saying that your own father-in-law could be the father to your child? This is insane. Well, it hasn't been confirmed, so don't you dare go spreading any rumors around. It's just a matter of possibility at this point. The possibility of this child not being Todd's isn't zero, at least. Oh, you're really in some crap now, little sister. What have you done? Why would you even want to touch Todd's father? But my father-in-law is really cool and suave. You know him, right? He started having kids in his teens, so he's still young. He's had 5 children and he's only in his 40s. He's totally within a respectable age range. What have you done? How's Todd going to handle this when he finds out? My head just suddenly started hurting. Are you all right? Is it because you found out what's happened? Even if a DNA test was done, everything would still be okay, right? If the parent and child are related, then the blood would detect anything so they wouldn't find out, right? Please don't involve me any further with the mess you've made in their family. I'm trying to live a peaceful life with my new husband and child. I definitely don't want to be dragged into your crap anymore. I am very much done with you as a sister and as a person. But, Polly, wait a minute. I'm your adorable little sister. Aren't you going to help me out with this? I can't do it on my own. I want to be with Todd and live happily too. You're not even going to help me out just a little bit? You've done nothing but cause me pain and heartache, and now you're doing the same to your husband. I don't think I'd call you adorable. You need to sort out things on your own. You're good at coming up with ideas. Way better than your older sister. Good luck. You can't just do this to me, or even to your ex-husband. Help me, please. No, both of you are not part of my family anymore. Leave me alone to bring up my baby with my husband. Don't contact me again. If you'll excuse me, I've got a life to live. Once the test results came back to prove that Todd wasn't the father, it seemed like he asked for divorce from Leah. It also sounded like his parents were also looking at getting a divorce as well. There are no conversations happening between the two of them anymore. With all 5 of the children living in the neighborhood, they couldn't bring their girlfriends to parents like this, and everyone moved away. While receiving child support from her father-in-law, Leah had become something of a single mother and was raising her child on her own. However, no one, including her own parents, helped her, and rumors quickly spread among the people in their small town. No one wanted to be friends with a mom who lies about the paternity of their child. In a world that's got nothing to do with them, I'm building a wonderful life for my husband and my child. The future looks happy and bright.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
We are not going to help you with anything. I want you to handle everything that has to do with your husband yourself, Andrea. Please stop thinking that just because I'm married to your oldest son, that we have to help you with everything. What? Ashley? I heard from Ruben already. You asked him to go and help out with his father while he's in the hospital. That is something you can handle all on your own, so don't be asking my husband to go there and help you. Just because he's your child does not make him your slave. That's not at all how I think of my children. I was just told by the doctor that my husband will be in the hospital for some time now, and considering that the new hospital is much closer to your guys' house than it is to mine, I thought it would be better to ask Ruben for the help. I was never meaning for that to seem as though I'd be making him handle everything for me. I wonder about that. I'm sure the moment he started to help out, you'd begin complaining about your knees or something and make him do everything. You can't handle all that simple work because you're so lazy, so you just make my husband and I do all the work. Well, that was never my intention though, Ashley. Anyway, my family will not be helping you with anything, especially since Ruben has become a lot more busy at work recently. He never has any time during the week to catch a break, so he really has to have his weekends to himself or he'll begin to fall apart. We have to have Saturday and Sunday in order to spend some time together or else I'm going to go mad. So don't expect that either of us will be using our time to come out and help you. That's why I never said he had to come out every week. I just asked that around once a month would be good enough and a huge help for me. And since Ruben is his son as well, my husband would be very happy to see him. It would be nice to have our son come out to the hospital and see his dad while he's going through his treatments. If I've already said that it's going to be impossible, please stop talking about it. If your husband really wants to see his son's face, then have him look at some pictures. That should keep him happy, right? Then, at the very least, can you help out? I heard about this from Ruben already, but earlier this year you quit your part-time job, right? If you have all that time on your hands now, it would really be generous of you to come out and help a little every so often. Really, I just need you to go into the hospital once or twice a month to see your father-in-law and listen to what the doctors and nurses have to say about him. Huh? And why should I have to come and help you? I'm not your guys' actual daughter. You have no right asking a complete stranger to come and help you out like that. But you keep telling me that my actual son isn't allowed to come and help us. No frickin' way. This is the exact reason why I hate you so much. If my son isn't going to help out, then I'll ask my daughter-in-law to do it. I really missed out on getting myself a proper mother-in-law, didn't I? Excuse me? Just know that no matter what you try and say, we're not coming to help you and your husband. When the husband is in trouble, it's his wife's job to go help. Your husband was kind enough to keep you around all this time, so you go ahead and take care of him and his recovery all by yourself.
Yo, Mom, what is going on here? I was listening to all the voicemails that were left for me, and there was one from you. Did you really end up putting Dad into an old folks home?
Yes, I really did. Dad is out of the hospital and all now, but he doesn't have any strength and still requires a lot of attention. The hospital told me he'd never be able to walk on his own again and would need to live in a wheelchair now. So I had a talk with some of the faculty at the hospital about what my options were, and they said the best thing to do was put him into an old folks' home.
No way, Mom. So Dad's really going to a home now?
Had you and Ashley been able to come over and help from time to time, then I would have thought a bit more about keeping him here at home. But you both are too busy to come and help, right? And since I'm getting old myself, it's becoming too much for me to have to carry him around and do everything in the house. So because of that, I'm really sorry, but your dad has to stay in that home. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from here. I'll make sure to handle all the paperwork and bills for the old folks' home, so don't you worry about that.
Wait. You can't do that to him, Mom. There is no way you could just put Dad into a facility like that now. Stop trying to be so selfish now and stay home with Dad and take care of him yourself.
Excuse me?
Do you have any idea how much it'll cost to have Dad put into one of these homes? That would be a waste of good money. If you just get off your butt and take care of him at home, then it won't cost a penny.
If you're worried about money, don't be. Both your dad and I have made sure to save up a lot of money throughout the years for things like this. I have the money to put him up for a few years there.
What are you talking about? All that money you and Dad worked so hard for to save up is supposed to go to us after you've both gone. And considering you both never really had that great of jobs, you can't have all that much money saved up, right? Yet, do you want to use whatever you have left sending Dad away like that? You'd only be wasting Ashley's and my inheritance that way.
Excuse me, Reuben, what the actual hell do you think you're talking about right now? Who the hell do you think you are to worry about your inheritance at a time like this? None of this money your dad and I have is yours, so don't you dare speak to me like that again, you idiot!
You're the freaking idiot, Mom. Using that money which should be ours on someone else like Dad? You were totally healthy, Mom, so stop being so lazy and help care for your husband. No way am I going to let you put Dad into a home like that just because you want to relax and have all that time to yourself. You have no right sending the man you spent so many years married to away like that.
It's because he and I have been happily married for this long that I want him to have a better life there than here. I would feel much more happy with my husband going into that home and being cared for by professionals than having him here all alone with just me. Do you have another plan that you care to share with me? Would you and your wife be willing to actually leave that house of yours and come out to help the family for once?
You know we can't be asked to do that. I'm busy with work right now and Ashley shouldn't have to care for Dad. I'm just asking that you get off your butt and take care of Dad yourself is all. I will not allow you to put my dad into one of those expensive old folks' homes.
Jesus Christ, Reuben.
Now, you take care of my old man, and you make sure to take good care of him for Ashley and myself as well.
Ashley, what the hell is all of this about now? There are just these huge boxes addressed from you showing up at my house now. I tried calling Reuben about all of this, but he won't answer me. Oh, so all our things are already showing up there. Well, can you make sure to put all those boxes in the living room for us? Answer my frickin' question, Ashley. What the hell are all these boxes doing at my house? I have a funeral to get to today for my husband, so tell me why I have all these boxes dropped off at my house. What? The funeral is supposed to be today? Well, then, can you make sure to have all those boxes moved up to the second floor for us? Both Reuben and I feel that with this chance, we're finally going to move back into that house now. What? You're moving into my house? We never thought that your husband would end up kicking that can so quickly. And it's not fair to have only you living in that massive house all by yourself now, right? Therefore, Reuben and I had a little discussion about it, and that's where we decided that we'd use this chance to move into that house with you. So, in other words, you guys are invading my house now? I never thought that the two of you would be so kind as to move in with me. I'm actually really happy to hear this wonderful news from you. You shouldn't be, because we're not actually going to be living there with you. Are you kidding me? You actually think the both of us would move into that house with the intentions of living with you? But you both are going to be moving into this house with me now, right? Correct, but not with you living there as well. So please hurry up and get out of there once you have all of our things carried in, Andrea. From now on, it will be Reuben and I that are living in that house as just the two of us. Excuse me? But I truly did forget that today was the day of your husband's funeral. I was thinking today would be the perfect day to move in. I guess since it'll be too much of a pain in the butt for us to come there today, we'll be moving in tomorrow instead. You hold it right there, Ashley. Are you really trying to kick me out of my own house right now so that you and my son can live here without me? The fact that you'd even think about kicking out an old woman like me, when Reuben hears about this, he'll be pissed. You think so? I'm not sure why he'd be pissed off when he was the one that said this plan was okay. Actually, this was his plan in the first place, Andrea. What? We had actually been wondering if we should have a new house built for us or not. But around this part of town, the land is all really expensive to buy, and there was no chance of us affording it. However, as we were starting to give up on the idea of getting a new house built, Ruben's dad died. He then said we could go and get your guys' old house and renovate it into something brand new and modern. So we've both agreed that we'll be taking your house now and putting some elbow grease into it and making it look brand new and amazing. There's no way Ruben would say that. So, now that you're aware of everything, I'd like you to get all of your things together after the funeral and get lost. We would really like to get started on all the renovations soon. Even if you're asking me to leave, where am I supposed to go? I'm too old now to be finding myself a new house on my own. Can't you both at least find me a place to move to before you come and take this house? Huh? We don't care what happens to you after this. Just go and find yourself a room at an old folks' home or something. Excuse me? It's probably really difficult for a single woman your age to find an apartment that will accept you, right? So I guess the only option you have left is an assisted living home. Then we won't have to worry about you ever again. What the hell, Ashley? You both were telling me the whole time before that I couldn't put my husband into a home like that because it would cost way too much money. Yet when it benefits the both of you, you're all open to having me put in one? Back then, neither Ruben or I knew a lot about those kinds of places. But recently, we had a look at some of the cheaper homes, and man, are they cheap. If you put yourself in one of those old and run-down homes out in the middle of nowhere, it should only cost around $500 a month. So if you can go to one of those places, please do. So, you're just fine throwing me into one of those old places without even thinking about letting me stay somewhere new and comfortable? You both aren't going to make me pay for wherever I go, right? You're going to pay for the home so that I no longer have to live here, right? Huh? Why would either of us be paying for you to go into one of those homes? Go ahead and do your best to pay for one of those places using your Social Security and as little of your savings as possible, please. Neither Ruben or myself are going to give you a single penny. Well, I'll be. I'm sure in your state you'll only be around a little while longer, right? So you shouldn't have any problems with leaving this house now and finding a rundown home to go live in, right? Now, you'd better hurry up and find yourself one of those super cheap old folks' homes before the day is over. From now on, that massive house of yours will be Ruben's and mine. Get out of our way now, you old dying hag. I'll give you all I have then. Oh, come on now. You're really going to give us all that money your husband left you and whatever you had yourself as well? What's happened to you, Andrea? I've had enough of the both of you, and I mean that with all my heart. Today's the day of the funeral of my dear husband, and I didn't expect either of you to come at all to see him buried. But then these boxes all started to show up to my house with your guys' names on them, saying you're taking my house now. Now that I've finally been driven up the wall by you two, I'm taking this house and all my money and giving it to you. Will that be enough to get you both to leave me alone forever? If you can promise me that, then I'll make sure to give you both everything that was in my husband's will and the house. That's a deal! Then once this funeral is all over with, I'll grab what little I have and be gone. Now you both enjoy the trashed estate that I'm leaving behind for you. This is all coming from my husband's will for you both, so please take that as something very special. What? What do you mean by trashed estate? Well, I'm sorry, but there will be a lot of people coming soon for my husband's funeral. I'll have to be going now. Please excuse me. Hey, Andrea, what the heck is wrong with this whole house? The whole second floor is filled with trash and smells like rotting sewage. Hey, don't be saying all that about the house, all right? This has all been left for you two by your late father, and it should be respected for that very reason. You both asked to have the place, so please talk about it in a more fitting manner. Huh? How the hell is this house supposed to be respected as a gift from your husband? All the awnings in this house are broken, and the chairs in the house are all trashed with tears in them. And the dining table is so old that it looks like there's mold growing in the wood. What the actual hell happened to this place, especially the second floor?
That's the house your father-in-law left for you two. Just before he passed away, he was collecting all these old and useless things and putting them upstairs. Things like those old dishes and the umbrellas, all those old clothes, the broken machines and electronics. And what was even more interesting is that even though he was bound to a wheelchair, late at night he'd leave the house and go off somewhere.
What?
Just in the middle of the night, he'd leave the house and wander off. After being discharged from the hospital, his head really went downhill and he became very senile. He would leave the house all night and come back in the early morning with all that junk and have me take it upstairs for him. To him, though, he thought of all of those things as presents for me that he'd gone out and bought.
He thought all of this garbage was presents for you?
When he was younger, he'd always come home with small little gifts for me. He was always thankful for the work I did caring for the house and the kids, so he'd bring me flowers and cake and other little treats to make up for all that. So considering the fact that he was so senile and was probably just thinking about how things were in the past with getting me all those presents, I couldn't throw any of it away. So I did as he said and took it all upstairs and dumped it in the rooms. I had tried just one time to try and toss some of that junk, but when he saw me taking it to the trash, he freaked out and started to ask why I didn't love him anymore. That's why all that junk stayed up there and never got thrown away.
So that's why you told us to enjoy this trashed estate? We can't even get to half of the second floor because there's all this mounds of junk laying around.
Well, if you just close some of the doors up there and leave it all be, you shouldn't notice any of the stench. I was planning on having all that junk cleaned out by professionals after my husband passed away so that I wouldn't hurt his feelings any. But both you and my son really wanted that house from me so badly, I had no other choice but to hand it to you both as part of my son's inheritance. That was a huge help, though, doing that for me.
Are you kidding me right now? You do something about all this trash right now. Why do Ruben and I have to be the ones to clean up your husband's mess now?
I told you that I'd be giving you guys everything that my husband left behind, right? In other words, all that he left behind was that house and its junk, which makes all of it your guys' junk now. So you both please clean it up yourselves. I'd gotten in touch with some professional cleaners before the funeral to ask about how much it cost to clean out that place, and they told me around $15,000.
15,000? That's the amount it cost to clean this whole house for us?
There would be a lot of things they'd need to go through and clean, and a lot of machinery would need to be used as well. There also doesn't happen to be a whole lot of professional cleaners in this city. Out of the 3 companies I asked, they were all saying it cost around that much to get the job done.
You have to be kidding me.
Oh, but you both have already kicked me out of there, so you can go ahead and do whatever you please with the place. Just remember that that's what he inherited from his dad, so he should treat it with some form of respect.
Shut the hell up about that, Andrea. The only option we have now is to throw all of this away. What the hell were you thinking? You told us you'd be giving us everything you had before leaving. We thought we'd be getting more money and things like that from you that you got from your husband. We don't want this trash anymore, so just give us some money. You have to still have something that you're hiding from us, right?
I'm sorry to tell you this, but there's nothing else that I'm hiding. What my husband left behind was that house and whatever junk is inside it.
What are you talking about? Back when you said you wanted to put him in an old folks' home, you said there was more than enough money to do so. But then we both asked that you take care of your husband at home and not waste all that money on putting him in a home, right? You saved all that money by not having to send him away, so that should all be coming to us now, right?
I suppose I did save money by not having to put my husband in a home, but that money was going to be coming from my own savings account. My husband never had the money to put himself into one of those homes for very long.
What? What are you talking about right now, Andrea? What's going on here?
To be honest, he was never really that good at saving money as I was. He was the one paying for the house and all the food and bills, which made me very happy. But with the rest of that money, he'd spend it on presents for me and on himself, never bothering to put any of it away. Well, that's why the only savings he and I ever had came from the money I made working part-time. And since it was all being saved up by me, I became the sole holder of that account.
No way!
So, really, the only things that my husband had in his will was the house, all the junk in it, and a couple $100 he had left over. I think the things you both have been hoping for all this time is the money that I currently hold.
You're lying. So this old house and all the garbage in it is all we're able to get from him? We at least wanted enough money in order to pay off some of our debt.
Now, I have some things to get back to, Ashley. I'll never be going back to that dump anymore, so go ahead and do whatever you want with it.
Hey, Mom. We will take care of all of that trash that's been piling up on the second floor. We'll even pay for the cleaners to come in and take care of the deeper and more hard-to-get stuff. So please, can you come back here and live with us from now on?
Huh? You really think I want to talk to you again after the way you behaved a while back? Weren't you both so excited to kick me out of the house and take all the things your dad left behind for you?
We had planned to really enjoy this house, but the money to get it renovated, I had thought that Dad would have had some money to give me as well in the will. But, he honestly has no money for me, does he?
What? What was that?
Well, look, you took care of Dad these last few months in the house, right? I thought that since you didn't have to waste all the money on sending him into an old folks' home, that money would be coming to me. That was how I convinced Ashley into moving here, because we both thought we could renovate the place without spending a dime.
So you were serious about wanting your dad's money that badly? I'm sure you've heard part of this from your wife, but there is nothing left in your dad's accounts. You both do your best to save up what you can and use that money.
We don't even have any savings ourselves, though. I'm still hiding all of this from Ashley, but at the beginning of this year, the company I worked for went and restructured everything. Because of that, we seriously have nothing in our accounts.
What? The company went through layoffs, is what you're saying?
Things weren't going so good with the last CEO, so he was kicked out and a new person came in who wanted lots of change. And for the longest time now, I've been in charge of making all the money that goes into our savings. So I went and took little by little out of what we did have saved up and claimed that that was my paycheck every month.
I can't believe that's the way you went through all your savings.
There was all the bills for things like our health insurance, car insurance, and so much more. But before all of this happened, I had been talking with Ashley about us getting our new house built. However, over time, I couldn't afford something like that anymore, so I brought up the idea that we could get my dad's house and renovate that. Then I'd be able to hide the fact that I didn't have any real money coming in anymore.
And that's when you found out the house you got was in tatters, right? And you don't even have the money to pay for the place to be renovated either, right? You have gone through all the savings you had trying to hide the fact that you have been unemployed this whole time. So this is all what's been going on with you?
Please, Mom. I get that Dad didn't have much money when he passed, but you have to still have a bit, right? I'll let you come back and live with us as long as you pay for the house to be renovated for us. I'll make sure to get Ashley to help me, and we can save up enough money to hire some cleaners to come in and do a deep clean. And I'll make sure to tell her to be more kind to you from now on.
No thank you, Reuben. I'm doing just as I was told and going into a retirement home. Actually, I've already found myself a place to stay and I'm doing all the paperwork right now.
What? You're already working on the paperwork?
Back when I was looking for a place for your dad, I also started to look around a little for myself. The people at the hospital were also a bit worried about the fact that not even my own son cared to help his parents any and gave me some good recommendations. I was able to care for Dad outside the hospital, but they were wondering what would happen to me after. And the place they recommended is so amazing.
Mom, come on now. You don't have to put yourself in a place as lonely as an old folks' home. I'm sure that you'll need help with something soon, so you can rely on Ashley and myself for that. So please, come back here and live with us. And please, use some of your savings to help us.
No way in hell, Reuben. No way in hell. I'm really looking forward to all the new people I'll be meeting at this place. I'll be able to chat with all of them about their lives and talk about the lovely life I had with your father. And neither my selfish son or his brainless wife will get in the way of that.
No way.
Now, you and Ashley have a great time living in that nasty house. I'm no longer going to associate myself with you two, so bye-bye. I was able to get right into the retirement home I was hoping for after I finished talking to Reuben. Both Reuben and his wife really wanted to know where I went, and so they both charged into the hospital my husband was at before demanding to know where I was. But before they could cause too much trouble, the nurses called the police and they were both taken out of the hospital. And as the two tried to wrestle themselves away from the police, they could hear all the nurses inside calling them morons and saying that they can't cry for their parents' help only when it benefits them. Soon after that, Ashley learned about how Reuben had lost his job almost a whole year ago, and that he was using all their savings to try and cover that up. She was so shocked by what she had heard, she couldn't even talk to her husband for days. Things for them only became worse, though, as Reuben was having real difficulties finding a job, and those in the neighborhood would start calling them ungrateful and lousy for never going to their father's funeral. I'm not sure who is all behind it, but recently the house has only become more trashed as there's crap all over the yard now, and the first floor looks like it's about to explode too.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Tim, where are you right now? We were supposed to go on our day trip today, remember? We've been planning this day-long hike through the woods for weeks now. But I just woke up and was about to start getting our stuff ready, and when I looked next to me, I saw you weren't there.
Oh, sorry, babe, my bad. My little sister Sarah called me up in the middle of the night last night. So I hopped in the car and drove over to my parents' house. That's where I am now.
I don't believe this. She called you out to your parents' house in the middle of the night again?
Yeah, and man, am I sleepy because of it. I'm gonna go back to sleep here. So yeah, sorry, but we're gonna have to cancel our hike today. We can go another time.
Tim, you know how much I've been looking forward to the hike. I understand that Sarah called you, but couldn't you just tell her no for once?
Are you kidding me? How am I supposed to turn down an invitation from the cutest little sister in the whole wide world? She's always had a thing for me, you know. I'm her big brother and all, and she just feels more safe and secure whenever I'm around. And you know, for me, it feels really good to have someone that loves you and depends on you like this.
But Tim, every time she does this, it's always something incredibly trivial. Just a few weeks ago, she called you in the evening and she said that she'd been having trouble sleeping and wanted you to come and sit by her bed while she sleeps. That was our anniversary night. We had reservations to go out to a nice dinner together, and you canceled on me the last minute.
But this time, it actually was really, really important, so hear me out, okay? My sweet little Sarah is gonna be a college student. She needed to take out a loan to pay for her tuition and books and stuff, and wanted me to co-sign the loan.
Wait a minute. Sarah's going to college now? So she's going to be taking night classes or something while she keeps doing her regular day job?
Nope, she's already quit. She's gonna be a full-time student. I guess she never really felt very good about skipping college and getting a job straight out of high school. So she's been staying with my mom and dad for the past year to study for the entrance exam. And all that hard work and dedication paid off. She passed with flying colors and got accepted into one of the best private universities in the area.
Wow. Well, I'm very happy for her.
Isn't she incredible? I always knew she'd grow up to make something of herself, ever since she was a little girl.
Yeah, and again, it sounds like she's doing very well for herself, but we need to talk about this co-signing thing.
That means that you're going to have to make the payments for her if she can't do it for some reason, right? I think this is something that the two of us should talk about together before making any big decisions.
Huh? I don't get it. What is there for us to talk about? I already told her I'd do it. It's a done deal. What do you think she called me out to my parents' house for? I was up all night signing all the necessary forms.
You what?
My parents are on a fixed income, so they won't be able to help her out very much. Plus, Sarah quit her job a full year ago and hasn't made any money since, so her savings are basically all gone. So it's up to me as her capable and dependable big brother to step in and help her out.
Tim, why did you make such an important decision without my input? We're going to build a house together, aren't we? We'll need to submit information about our credit to the bank to get a loan of approval soon. What are you going to do if the bank declines us for a loan because of this?
What's the problem? I don't see why that should make such a big difference. All I did was sign some goofy contract. It's not like I'm the one who's borrowing the money. Besides, Sarah says she's going to be sure to pay it all off and make all the payments right on time.
Okay, I'm glad she seems sure of herself, and I don't doubt she's sincere, but it's still concerning. You should have come and talked to me first, Tim.
Oh yeah, and there's one more thing I need to tell you. Sarah's going to need some money for expenses, so we're going to be giving her a little allowance of $300 a month. I'll give you Sarah's account information, so the next time you go to the bank, can you set up an automatic withdrawal for her every month?
$300 a month? Why do we need to send her so much?
Sure, she may have passed the test, but there's still a lot she'll need to pay for. Plus, classes aren't going to start for a couple months yet. She worked so hard this last year, I think she deserves to have a couple months of fun before school starts, don't you? It'll be a good motivation for her to study hard come the fall, too.
Is that it? If she wants some extra spending money, why doesn't she just get a part-time job? She quit her old job, she's done with the entrance exams, all she has to do is wait for classes to start. She has more than enough free time in the day to work for a few hours here and there.
Hey now, she's been grinding away studying for this test for a whole year, and she's finally done with it all. She's absolutely exhausted mentally and physically. She's been under a ton of pressure for so long. And you're gonna sit there and tell her that she needs to get a job now? How could you be so cruel?
But Tim, if we're sending her this money out of our monthly paychecks, that means this is going to be a burden on the both of us. I understand that you want to help out your little sister, but these decisions don't just impact you, they impact me too. I deserve to have my opinion put into consideration.
All right, I've heard just about enough out of you, Andrea. I am your husband, and as your husband, I'm ordering you to send my little sister $300 every month. Period. End of discussion. If you saw the look in Sarah's big, beautiful eyes when she asked me for some spending money, then maybe you'd understand how important this is to her and to me. My little sister needs our help, and we are going to be there for her.
Tim, you're being unfair.
And now I'm going to bed. I expect you to have the first payment of $300 sent to her account by the end of the day.
Like, wow. Your guys' new house is so totally super awesome. And to think I'm gonna be living in this sweet house for free? This is the best. I am so glad that we're gonna be roomies now, Andrea.
Hold on. What do you mean we're gonna be roomies? Did you stop by the house today to see it now that it's finished? Well, I guess this is your first time, huh?
I didn't come by just to see the house, silly. I came here to move my stuff in. But since you and my brother are working today, there wasn't going to be anyone here to open the door for me. so Tim had a copy of the key made for me. I let myself in. I didn't think you'd mind, seeing as now I'm gonna live here too.
You're moving in with us?
Now, you just wait 1 minute, Sarah. When did all of this get decided?
I don't remember ever talking to Tim about you moving in with us.
Oh, really? Tim never told you? Oh, that's weird. But, well, that's it. I'm gonna move in with you two starting today.
Oh, for the love of... I can't believe Tim went and made another huge decision without me. How many times do I have to tell him that he needs to at least run this sort of thing by me before deciding anything?
Well, we've been talking about it for a while now. I thought you knew. Okay, so, Tim told me that you guys were gonna buy a new house, right? Well, it sounded like it was gonna be so sweet that I asked him if I could live with you guys too. And he said yes right away. He loves me so much. He's a great big brother. So yeah, that's why I'm here today. I'm moving all my stuff in. By the way, where do you guys keep your toilet paper?
But Sarah, what are you going to do about your college classes? Your college campus is a full 2-hour drive away from here. Just how in the world are you going to get to school every day?
Oh, yeah, about that. Well, I don't know. College seemed like it would be fun at first, but once I actually started taking my classes, it started to get kind of boring, so I dropped out.
You dropped out? I can't believe this. Didn't you spend a whole year studying for this? You quit your job? Are you really going to let all that hard work go to waste?
Well, it's super duper boring, though. My classes are all really lame, and I haven't even made any friends yet.
This is insane.
I guess not too many people go back to college after getting their first job. There's no one else there who's my age. All the other girls in my class are 10 years younger than me. Have you ever tried being around a bunch of teenagers? It's the worst. So about 3 months in, I started skipping classes pretty regularly, and eventually I just stopped going altogether.
How can you be so flippant about this?
Anyway, it was around that time when Tim told me about the house you guys were building. So since I was bored with my life, I thought I'd spice things up a bit and try moving to a new town. Seriously though, can you believe I lasted 6 whole months before I quit school? I'm really proud of myself for putting up with it for that long. Once I get settled in here, I'll start looking for a job in town. I'm super exhausted from college though, so I'm probably gonna take a few months off to relax.
Okay, Sarah, it's your life. You're an adult. You can make your own choices, regardless of how I or anyone else feels. If you want to quit college after 6 months and move to a completely different town, you're free to do so. However, this is our house, and I expect you to act accordingly, understand?
Huh?
I have no delusions about my husband. I know that there's nothing I could ever say to get him to change his mind about letting you live with us. So, I have no choice but to make the best of this situation. But again, if you're going to live in our house, then you're going to have to live by our rules. Furthermore, I expect you to make your fair contribution to our rent, living expenses, utilities, and that sort of thing.
Oh my god, are you for real, Andrea? I'm your sister, Andrea, and you're gonna take money from me? Who do you think you are? My parents never made me pay them anything when I lived with them.
Your parents are the ones who get to determine how to run their own house, just like we are the ones who decide what goes on here. This is our house, not your parents' house. And family or not, when you live in someone else's house, it's a simple common decency to pay that person for the privilege. Considering your situation, how about $500 a month, all inclusive? That's for food, rent, utilities. Sound fair?
Are you out of your frickin' mind? 500? That's insane. Seriously?
It's a perfectly reasonable amount. That's far less than you would pay if you were renting an apartment for yourself, and that also includes food and utilities. So it is insane, in a way, insanely cheap.
You do know that I just moved here, right? And that I haven't even gotten a job yet, right? And, I was a college student up until a few weeks ago. How can you expect me to start shelling out $500 right now?
All right, I can be reasonable. How about this? I'll lower your rent to $200 a month, and in exchange, you're going to be doing the housework for us. Things like sweeping the floors, doing the laundry, cooking. It would be nice to have someone else to help me out, since Tom is usually too busy with work to do much housework.
You have got to be kidding me. Housework? Me? I hate housework. This is your house. You do the housework. I'm not doing any cleaning or cooking. Or any of that other stupid stuff you want me to do, so don't even bother asking.
Great. Just great.
Come on, I'm coming to the two of you for help, and you're trying to use that to get me to be your maid? What is wrong with you? Seriously, yuck. You know what? I think I might just have to bring this up to my big brother. He's gonna get so mad at you for trying to use me like that.
Andrea, you've got some explaining to do. Sarah just texted me and told me all about what happened, and I am furious. You tried to force my dear, sweet, adorable little sister to be our maid? What's your problem, Andrea?
Calm down, Tim. That's not what happened at all. All I did was tell her that if she's going to live with us, then she needs to pull her own weight. That means paying her share of our living expenses, right? Food, electricity, and rent aren't free. So I asked her to pay some money each month toward these expenses. Then she countered back saying that she didn't want to pay that much. So I told her that if she wanted, I would let her do some of the housework in exchange for allowing her to stay for less money. That's all.
How dare you! Sarah is my little sister. She doesn't need to pay us any money, and she doesn't need to do any housework.
Tim, that's just not going to be an acceptable arrangement. This is our brand new house that we worked so hard to build. We didn't buy this house just to give Sarah free room and board.
This is my sweet, adorable, beautiful little sister we're talking about. I would sell this house in a heartbeat for her if I had to.
All right, Tim, that's it. I've had enough. I am very upset with you for making yet another big decision without talking to me.
Oh no, you're upset? Whatever am I gonna do?
I have put up with so much for so long. I even agreed to allow her to live with us if that's what you wanted. But I've reached my limit, Tim. I am not going to compromise anymore. I'm concerned, and rightfully so, that Sarah is going to use this as an opportunity to force her way into our lives and never leave. If she's going to live with us, then we need to set some clear ground rules from the get-go. If she's not going to pay her fair share toward our expenses, then I am putting my foot down and saying that she is not going to live with us.
You're gonna kick my own sister out onto the street? My darling, adorable, sweet, gentle, loving sister who just moved into a new city and needs the help of her dependable big brother? You're just gonna abandon her to the wolves to live on the streets with all the homeless people?
She might be your darling sister, but to me she's just the same as any other person. And just like any other person, if she wants to live in my house, then she's going to have to contribute, or else it's simply not going to work out. I have enough stress as it is without the stress of having to support a fully grown woman who refuses to work.
How could you be so cold to Sarah? And before that, how could you disobey a direct order from your husband, you bitch?
Tim! You have never spoken to me like that before.
Yeah, well, it's a lot less than I want to say to you after what you just said. Here's the bottom line, Andrea. Sarah is staying here with us for as long as she likes. She doesn't have to pay us any money, and she doesn't have to do any chores. She is free to do whatever she wants, whenever she wants, however she wants, and that is final. The only thing I want you to do is shut your big fat mouth and do what I say. From now on, you're gonna do all the chores by yourself, and you're gonna wash Sarah's clothes for her, too.
This is unbelievable. First you accuse me of treating Sarah like a maid, and now you're making me into your maid.
Damn straight. Now shut up, put your phone down, and get to work like I told you to. My sister is living with us. End of story. You don't like it? Fine, then get the hell out of my house.
You want me to get out of the house so you can make out with your precious little sister? To hell with that. You get out.
Huh?
I am done taking crap from you, Tim. I have been a damn good wife to you all these years, and how the hell do you repay me for that? By letting your little sister take over the house and calling me a bitch to boot? If you love your sister so much, then get the hell out of this house and take her with you. Go and rent your own goddamn apartment, you creepy-ass weirdo.
Andrea, is that you? You're kind of freaking me out here. You've never stood up to me like this before.
Shut the hell up, Tim. I am sick of you and your disgusting sister fetish routine. The way you sit together and hold hands, it makes me want to puke my guts out.
What? Sister fetish?
You want me to listen to what my husband tells me, huh? You want me to be a good little girl, shut up and do what you say? Well, screw you! You do what I say now. I've done more than enough for you up until now.
Hey, Andrea, you're starting to really scare me now. Can we take a minute and calm down, please?
This is as calm as I can be right now, you moron. I tried being polite, I tried being nice, but nothing got through your thick skull. So all bets are off now. I am finally giving you a piece of my mind. You've had this coming for a long, long time.
Look, hey, it's been a long day. How about we come back to this tomorrow, huh?
You know, it's really not just the fact that you have a massive crush on your sister. I knew that was the way you were since before we got married. That's all baked into the cake by now. But it seems like every day, every frickin' day, it's gotten worse. You're starting to treat your sister more and more like your wife. Is that what you wanted from me, Tim? Did you want me to be a sister for you? Would that make you more attracted to me? Maybe if I dressed like her and styled my hair like her, you'd stop canceling our dates at the last second to go and be with her.
Hey, there's good reason for that. Let me explain.
And the cherry on top was you inviting her to live with us without asking me. I bent over so damn far, my head is permanently wedged between my ankles. And I'm not bending anymore. Get your crap and her crap packed up and get both of your asses the hell out of my house tonight.
Hey, what's gotten into you? You can't kick me out. Sarah's one thing, but I'm the man of the house, aren't I?
You, the man of the house? I'm the man of the house. Both the loan and the title are in my name.
What?
Oh my God, did you forget about that? You dumbass, you're the one who insisted on that arrangement. Remember? Because you just had to co-sign your sister's loan. You didn't want to add any more debt to your name.
Oh, yeah.
You got so scared to sign up for a $300,000 loan. You pathetic coward, you didn't have any problem taking on Sarah's loan. So I had no choice. Either put the loan in my name or have no house. The house, the loan, even the land it was built on are all in my name. So no, you're not the man of the house. You're barely a man at all.
Oh no, I totally forgot.
But now, I'm honestly kind of glad it happened that way. Now I have every right to tell you and your sister to get the hell out of my house. Oh, and by the way, you're going to be on the hook for Sarah's loan after all. Lucky for you, now you get another chance to step up and be a good sugar daddy.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What's that about Sarah's loan?
Aw, didn't she tell you about that while whispering sweet nothings into your ear last night? Maybe she was planning to tell you tonight during your little sibling celebration. Well, nothing would give me more joy than to be the bearer of bad news to you, so here it is. She defaulted on the loan you co-signed on. And now you are gonna have to pay it off for her.
Seriously?
Oh, I'm dead serious. She dropped out of college. She told you that, didn't she? When I heard that, I was curious what was going to happen with her loan. So I decided to give a little call to the bank, and do you know what they told me? They told me that she was 5 months late on her payments.
She is?
You should have read the fine print. The moment you drop out, the repayment starts. And your precious little Sarah hasn't made one single payment. They've tried contacting her, but she ignores their calls and emails.
So that means that they're gonna come after me next, doesn't it?
Yeah? What the hell did you think being a co-signer meant?
No way, I can't do that. I mean, do you have any idea how much tuition for the school she got into is? She borrowed the full cost for a year of tuition. It was over $50,000.
And when that debt causes your life to come crashing down around you, I don't want to be anywhere near you. So, get out. Now. Both of you are banned from my house for life.
Hey, what did you tell my big brother? He just texted me and told me I can't live with you guys anymore. He said that I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to live.
What did I tell him? Nothing much. We had a pleasant little chat about the weather, sports, and the fact that you're not making your loan payments.
What?
You sure didn't waste any time after dropping out to totally ghost the place you borrowed that money from. Didn't they tell you had to start paying once you dropped out? I imagine they did. And yet, you haven't even made a single payment. Yikes, girl.
No way. Why do you know all that? How'd you find out?
Oh, I have my ways. I wish I could have seen the look on Tim's face when I told him all about it. Once he realized that now he was going to be on the hook for paying back your loan, I bet he turned pale as a ghost. He said there's no way he was going to be able to pay it for you.
Oh no, he can't pay it for me, but why not? I thought I could count on him.
Well, Sarah, he might have the biggest sister complex I've seen in my entire life, but that doesn't make him your personal ATM machine. A guy can only have so much money, you see.
You mean Tim's kicking me out of the house just to avoid having to pay off my loan for me? Is he just gonna abandon me? But I don't have a job yet, and I don't have anywhere else to live. What am I supposed to do now?
You'll have to work that out with your brother, Sarah. Whatever the two of you do from here on out, it has absolutely nothing to do with me.
Okay, I just texted Sarah and told her she can't stay with us, so you don't need to divorce me anymore. I'm so sorry for being a selfish jerk to you. I never appreciated you enough. I realize that now. So what do you say, Andrea? Will you reconsider divorcing me?
Nope. After all the times when I tried to talk to you and you refused to listen? Did you think you could fix this just by apologizing after the fact?
Come on, don't be like that. I mean, we just bought a house together. You don't want to live all alone, do you?
Actually, it sounds kind of nice. I think I might get a cat. Really, getting rid of you might be the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Andrea?
I never told you about this, considering you're allergic to cats. But I've wanted to have a cat for as long as I can remember. Once you move your stuff out, I'm going to a pet shop the very same day. So, no, I won't be lonely at all.
I can put up with a cat. I'll wear a mask in the house or something, so please let me live with you and the cat. I don't want to divorce you.
Then I guess you should have acted like it before it was too late. A good time to apologize might have been, let me think. Oh yeah, the time you left halfway through the first night of our honeymoon to go see your sister would have been a great time. But now, no, you're too late. I don't want to see your face anymore. I don't love you anymore, and I never will again.
Andrea, please!
Don't be too sad, Tim. You still have the cutest little sister in the world, right? Sure, she might be a little impulsive and up to her eyeballs in debt, but she's still your adorable, sweet, beautiful, darling little sister. Maybe the two of you can find a foreign country where your brand of brotherly love is legal and live there. Tim was pretty stubborn about agreeing to the divorce, but once my lawyer got involved, he was much more reasonable. The second he finished writing his last signature, I grabbed the divorce papers and sped over to the courthouse to submit them. Right now, he and Sarah are living together in a small, run-down apartment. They're both working off Sarah's debt together. I was under the impression all she did was pay for a year's tuition, but it turns out she had multiple other expensive hobbies: gambling, designer brand clothing, nightclubs, you name it. All in all, her debt was up to around $80,000. As much as Tom fawns over his sister, seeing the bottom line on the invoice the bank sent them sent him into a furious rage. He screamed his head off at her for a solid 30 minutes until his voice went completely hoarse. It's such a shame. They were such a good couple. But money has a way of ruining relationships, it seems.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.